I shouldn't have left the car running, baby. I should have known we'd be there till like 7 in the morning. It hit empty as I stared across another crowded basement, through all the smoke in the air, watching people at the famous. I never thought we'd miss it down there. 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 It's all lost tonight, baby, what you do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. We'll drive through the night, 'cause it's something to do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. Right shot of you were flipping up the valley. You made me hold back your hair. We'll never go back to the basement. We knew we'd never make it down there. 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 It's all lost tonight, baby, what you do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. We'll drive through the night, 'cause it's something to do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. They said if we can make it there, then we can make it anywhere. They said if we can make it there, then we can make it anywhere. It's all lost tonight, baby, what you do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. We'll drive through the night, 'cause it's something to do. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. They said if we can make it there, then we can make it anywhere. Anywhere we go, I got nothing to lose with you. All my conversations start with explanations. Oh, I'm feeling like you overestimate. I know what I did was wrong and super jaded. I'm sorry I can't.
Hello. Hello. Hi, my little guys. Hi, Benzie. Hi, Gray. Hi, Lukai. How's it going, guys? You're eating HelloFresh? That's exciting. I can't wait for mine. I can't believe you guys got yours so quick. Mine was like, you can have it next Monday, and I was like, okay, I'll wait. It's like, when did we start? Tuesday? What day is it today? Friday? It's been like 4 days. That's fast, guys. The thing about my HelloFresh code is that it's only usable in America, which I mean is fair because apparently the American HelloFresh is even better than the Canadian one because you guys get it within 4 days. That's crazy. HelloFresh knew I was hungry. Yeah, that's nuts, guys. The haircut, it's rough. It's rough. You know, after you get a haircut, like the next few days, it just feels incorrect. It feels incorrect. Like the first day, it's like, oh, that's good, and then the next few days, it's like, oh, it's a mess, and I can't manage it correctly. That's sort of what I'm going through right now. Just kind of sleeping it a little, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're doing Ultimate Chicken. It doesn't look bad at all. No, I think it looks fine. It just feels wrong. And like, you know, you're used to like going through your hair and it's a lot, and then you go through your hair and it's not a lot. So it's a little rough. It just feels weird. It just feels a little weird. I need to get a haircut, but I'm also growing my hair out, so I want to tear it all out. It's rough. It's rough. I'm getting a haircut on the 20th. That's pretty soon. I applied. Let's go back over to here. I'm still talking. I applied to the school districts nearby. And I've talked about this on stream already a couple times, but I applied, and then a couple days later, I got this email saying that they wanted. No, I got a phone call. No, the first thing was a couple days later, I got an email saying that they didn't get my resume or cover letter, so I had to resend that. And then a couple days after that, they called me and said that they wanted to set up an interview and they would give me an interview shortly. And then like 2 days after that, I emailed them because they hadn't emailed me yet. And then like a day after that, a different email emailed me and said that there was an interview on the 24th. That's not shortly. That's fucking 2 weeks after the initial phone call. Are you crazy? So anyway, I'm out of a job for like the whole month. So that's cool. So hopefully, hey guys, hopefully everyone subscribes to HelloFresh and I can get some money. Can you imagine? Everyone subscribed to HelloFresh? That'd be pretty sick. They don't know what shortly means, yeah. I thought it was going to be that day she was going to email me an interview time. But no. But it's fine. I'm happy with it and it's fine. Hopefully they don't find this. Let's get this teacher salary. It's not a teacher salary. I'm not going to be a teacher. But yeah. Yeah. And then the other school district I applied to has not responded. It's the one I'd prefer to work for, but they probably won't hire me. Let's get this t-shirt celery. That's a good one. Anyway, today, guys, we're doing Ultimate Chicken Horse, the Ultimate Chicken Hour, and I've also got chicken noodle soup right here. What a world! Ad, I'm gonna blow up. Well, should have subscribed. Should have subscribed when you had the chance. Here we are, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Gonna host a game. Once some people join, we'll start the timer here. My dad told me to get Papa John's. Don't listen to your ad. Get HelloFresh. Papa John's isn't worth it, you know? Especially not because I don't have a code, you know what I mean? So if I don't have a code for Papa John's, I'm only gonna eat HelloFresh. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Guys, I'll be right back vocally. All right, I'm back. There was specifically times where I went, and then I'd see you go, I wasn't eating during that time. There was no food in my mouth during that call. Love you too, bye. You got that for sure. It was Brittany asking about groceries. If we needed any. You look like you're going munch, 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 munch. I wasn't. I wasn't. I swear. Fuck. Unlucky. You were chewing your tongue. Yeah. Wow, see, I knew you were talking about food, the munching. Sad. Ouch. We were talking about food. I'm getting cookies. Exciting. Probably shouldn't be. Food costs money is the thing, and I don't have a job. You know what I mean? So, can you really afford food? No. No. Hey, Evan? There he goes. Did both of us die to that hockey puck? There's 2 dead bodies down there, isn't there? Wow, Evan, good job, buddy. Way to go. Well, I'm still fucking crushing it, though, aren't I? Well, with HelloFresh, you can get meals delivered to your door. That is true, but I have to wait a week, so... What should we get rid of? This thing? It's useless. You can afford food with this HelloFresh Rust code. I've actually already... I have HelloFresh coming. Just until that week's up. I mean, it's coming on Monday, so it's only like 3 more days now. I'm excited. I'm excited because I do love, like, when we did our last cooking stream, I actually had a very good time. It was very fun. I feel like I need a standing desk. I feel like the standing up part of it helps me stay a little energetic. You know what I mean? I've thought about it. I keep seeing them on the internet, but they're fucking expensive. Desks in general are just expensive. And I've already bought one, you know what I mean? So it's like, should I really buy another one? People don't really get the sticky part. You kind of just place shit wherever. Shit, almost died. Almost killed myself there. Oh baby, that's another win. Just put stuff under your desk so it's high enough to be standing. That is an option. Maybe. I want one that moves, you know? I want one of those so I can sit down if I want. If I just want to play like Breath of the Wild by myself, like I've been doing, I want to be able to sit down. But I guess you could sit down regardless of how tall the desk is. I don't know. I want it to be easy. I'm lazy. Put a high chair so you can sit. I don't think there's a high chair that tall. You know, it'd have to be like a really tall stool or something. Feels like a lot. And I wouldn't want to... It would have to... I think it would just make more sense to buy a desk than to buy things to put my desk on top of. You know? Because your solution is me buying a bunch of other things instead of that desk. A chair and things to put my desk on top of. You know, that's a lot. It's a lot of extra work. Okay, that guy's not attaching it to the thing. He's just putting it underneath. Love that. Love when they're so fucking stupid that they don't know how the fuck things work. It's great. Oh shit, they got the coin. Oh, sunglasses? The fucking text I couldn't see. I shouldn't have jumped down yet. Shelf could be under it for a little boost. That is not. That is not that. That is not that deep of a shelf. There's stuff in your house. I'm not gonna tear apart my house. I'm not gonna tear apart my apartment because I want a higher desk. How tall are you? What are you fucking talking about? How tall am I? You've met me. It's not even like a foot deep. You think that the difference between me standing and sitting is a fucking foot? Six apples, 1 cent. Yes. You're nuts. You're crazy. It would need to be at least two or 3 feet higher, I feel like. Yeah. That's my estimate. Most is your desk 6 feet tall? Man, if it were, that'd be great. That would solve the problems, wouldn't it? 6 feet tall would be too high. If you consider being shorter, so your current desk is a standing one, I would never in my life consider being that short. Somebody block this off? Yeah. I've not been paying attention to what they were doing. Fuck. I thought I could maybe hit the end of the bow thing, and I did not. If you considered sawing your legs off, no, that would once again make me too short. I don't think you guys get it. I don't think I could handle being short. I'm sort of used to the average height that I have. You know what I mean? Being just sort of like a regular heighted person is good for me. You can wear boosters when you want to be tall again. No. You're not regular height, you're tall. No, I'm like an average height. It's like an average height. If I get an average height standing desk, I'd be fine. I'm average height statistically. I don't think so. You're short. Yeah, you were the average heighted man. The average height in Canada is 5'10", so I'm a little bit above average. Okay. Are you telling me you're 5'10", Gray? 5'6" is average for men, 5'2" for women. It's what in Canada? It's 5'10". You guys are just fucking short. Americans are short, I guess. I don't know. Not my fucking problem. A lot of my friends are taller than me. Did I get it? I think we're getting it. Wait, use the metric system. We use the metric system, but I'm talking about in feet. Our metric system isn't in feet. Are you stupid? What are you talking about? Russ, is anyone in your wedding party taller than you? It was a joke. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm gonna do this so we can land on that. Yeah, Noah might be. I think Noah's taller than me by like an inch or two. Nick might be the same height as me. I shouldn't be saying these names. That doesn't matter. Nobody's here. It doesn't. It's also first names. It doesn't matter. For all your Canadian wedding guests, tall assies, I'm gonna be there's a family that's close to my family, and they're all really short, so they're probably only like an inch or two taller than you. So that should be fine. My whole family will be taller than you, though, for sure. That's fun. The little cannon thing. I think it's what's the average height for Americans? What was it? You're 5'7". What was the average for you guys? Five six. Wow. Wow, they are short. Wow. And 5'2" for women. Interesting. Fascinating. Guys, can we all agree to look down? Pretty sure that way still counts. Is he gonna go, or there we go? Look, one of the tallest in my family, I think, on my mom's side at least, which makes me sick. That's crazy. We're just causing chaos down there. Why are you being like so tall? Okay, that's not how moving things work. I don't understand how that happens every time we play this game. Someone will put something that moves things on top of something else that moves things. Fuck, I shouldn't have gone for it. It was too risky, Russell. You knew you couldn't make it. Didn't it feel like really tall? Are British people also really tall? I don't think so. United Kingdom 5'9", 5'10". No, it's about the same actually. It's about the same. Just a little bit shorter, on average. When I met them when I was 14, they made me actually scared. That's sickening to me. Just standing there dancing makes me want to vote to kick this guy. Oh, he was going to get the coin. Get fucked. Listen, if you stand there dancing and then you run around in a circle 5 times, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Is that safe? Yeah, that's possible. Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention for the last couple of minutes. I was ranting to my dad about the new bullshit D&D monetization. I think that they did announce that they've decided against it because everyone hates them, right? I feel like I saw that today on TikTok. I don't know though. I didn't look it up, so. They actually announced that? I'll have to check. It's yeah, I didn't double check, but someone on TikTok said that they had sort of posted a thing and were like, everyone hates us. We're gonna stop. Something like that. I don't know fully. But supposedly. What can I move even? This guy? Let's put something else dangerous on there. I don't know how they fucked up so bad. What did they do? They did this thing where it was... I mean, I didn't really care. It was mostly affecting creators that are using D&D for profit. Where they would have to pay a shit ton of money to Wizards of the Coast for that. Oh man, we get that coin. Oh, fuck, I don't think we made it. The coin's sitting up there, so I've got a feeling we did not make it. I heard from my brother that a lot of people are moving to Pathfinder, and I love Pathfinder. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think there's any fucking. I don't think it affects people that are just playing D&D for fun. So I don't really care. I'm just gonna keep with D&D because I know it. I don't think it makes a big difference to me. But I'm not gonna spend money on D&D. Obviously, I haven't in years anyway. See, he did this again where he put a sticky thing that moves next to a sticky thing that moves. Oh fuck, he left. I win. I win. Count that as a win, I guess. It's clear from the reaction that we rolled a 1. Wizards of the Coast says. I'm screaming. Should I go read that? Send a link in the Discord and I'll go read the thing. On stream. We'll talk about it. Rest said, not my problem. It is not my problem. I play Pathfinder when I play with my family, so I'm chilling. They said that? Lol, that's kind of funny. Okay, hold on. Sick. I guess, I mean, we are into Ultimate Chicken Hours, so I probably shouldn't read it right now. But maybe after the 40 minutes, maybe. I'll just put it up on this screen and I'll read it as we play. That could work. I can't believe everyone left. Oh no, we did kick the one guy. Polygon. This is the article I got that quote from. Can I make this windowed so that I don't have to fuck things around so much? It's a little less optimal, but fuck. I ruined the raccoon. When we initially conceived of revising the OGL, it was with 3 major goals in mind. First, we wanted the ability to prevent the use of D&D content from being included in hateful and discriminatory products. Yeah, okay, sure. Who the fuck's using D&D like that? Nobody. Do you remember when Fine Bros were like, we're actually going to copyright the term React? That's what this all kind of felt like. Making up a man to be mad about it. I started to watch old Polygon videos the other day, but they made me too sad. Sure, Wizards of the Coast, what the fuck? Who the fuck doing D&D hate crimes? I don't know. We wanted the ability to blah, 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 blah. Second, we wanted to address those attempting to use D&D in Web3 blockchain games and NFTs by making clear that OGL content is limited to tabletop role-playing content like campaigns, modules, and supplements. And third, we wanted to ensure that OGL is for the content creator, the homebrewer, and aspiring designer, our players, and the community, not major corporations to use for their own commercial and promotional purpose. That's what I kind of thought, that's kind of what they were going to say. Because I read a little bit, and it seemed like that was sort of the idea that they were trying to push forward, but there was obviously implications behind that could have been an issue. But when I read the original thing, that's what it did seem like. Oh, fuck, I've made a second me. We can't do this. We can't do this at the same time. Also, what has happened to everything? Where's my clock? Oh, my clock's here. That's why it's doing that. All right. Driving these goals were 2 simple principles. 1, our job is to be good stewards of the game, and 2, the OGL exists for the benefit of the fans. Nothing about those principles has wavered for a second. That was why our early drafts of new OGL included the provisions they did. That draft language was provided to content creators and publishers so their feedback could be considered before anything was finalized. In addition to language allowing us to address discriminatory and hateful conduct and clarifying that types of products the OGL covers. Our drafts included royalty language designed to apply to large corporations attempting to use OGL content. It was never our intent to impact the vast majority of the community. However, it's clear for the reaction that we rolled a 1. It has become clear that it is no longer possible to fully achieve all 3 goals while staying true to our principles. Interesting. Why is it still doing that? One second. I'm trying to fix my timer, but it seems like it is fucked. It seems like I've fucked the timer. I don't understand how it's done it this way. There we go. Alright. Which the new OGL covers only content for TTRPGs. That means that other expressions such as educational and charitable campaigns, live streams, cosplays, virtual tabletop platforms will remain unaffected by the OGL update. Furthermore, any content already created based on the existing OGL will remain unaffected. The statement is clearly intended to put at ease that many individual creators who now publish casual actual plays of their groups playing D&D, as well as companies who have invested time and resources into building tabletop platforms like Roll20 that rose to prominence during the pandemic. Wizards is also going away with its proposed royalty structure. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember if I read their actual thing before, but it seemed like it was just that they were trying to block anything that wasn't connected to the TTRPGs from being made. But I didn't really know what that would entail, and I don't think anyone did, really. It felt like it was talking about like movies and shows, and something that they listed specifically was NFTs, which is good. They should go against NFTs, but I think there was a lot of people were just scared, to be honest. What the new OGL will not contain is any royalty structure. It will also not include the license back provisions that some people were afraid was a means for us to steal work. That thought never crossed our minds. We don't know that for sure. Obviously, this is a company trying to protect themselves, but could be true. Under any new OGL, you will own the content you create. We won't. Any language we put down will be crystal clear and unequivocal on the point. The license back language was intended to protect us and our partners from creators who incorrectly allege that we steal their work simply because of coincidental similarities. As we continue to invest in the game that we love and move forward with partnerships in film, television, and digital games, that risk is simply too great to ignore. The new OGL will contain provisions to address that risk, but we will do it without a license back and without suggesting that we have rights to the content you create. Your ideas and imagination are what makes the game special, and that belongs to you. We could have avoided all the backlash if they just clarified the form to the jump. Well, from what I understand, what they had sent to, because they sent their new OGL to like partners and stuff, right? And then somebody just let it go to the public, and that's why it's caused such a backlash, because it was just sort of leaked before it was finalized, I would say. So it's not like they just posted this new OGL online and were like, hey, look at this, fuck you. They sent it to specific people to have them look at it and see what they thought, and then they leaked it to everybody else. But it's caused this backlash, and it's made it so that they've had to make it very abundantly clear that that's not what they're trying to do. But I think that people really fucking hammered on Wizards of the Coast hard because they were scared, which I get. But I don't know if I disbelieve the things that they're saying. I think that I don't think they were specifically trying to target creators for making cool things for their game. But I mean, you know, it's good. It's fine, you know. They're saying nothing's going to happen, so it's fine. The person who leaked it said they sent it to let them know that they would owe the company money if they kept selling their own hand-drawn D&D t-shirts like they were. Do you know who that is? Do you know what that source is? Me. It was me. Because that doesn't sound true to me. I don't know. Yeah, so I've got a feeling that might have been made up, but I don't know. But if there's no proof of that source, it doesn't make sense for them to send it to a random creator because of their shirts, because it wasn't a thing yet. You know what I mean? Why would, if they wanted to take money from these people, why the fuck would they send it to that person and warn them that they were going to fuck with them, you know? Because it's not against the current OGL. So that doesn't fit right in my head. Well, it's verified because the CEO of Kickstarter confirmed it. Confirmed which part? I don't know if any of it got like internet telephoned and scrambled or if they're just backtracking. Yeah, I mean if I could see proof of that, that'd be great. But I don't know for sure what the truth of that matter is. Because that doesn't make sense to me, but I'll look it up. I'll try Googling it. So you have Kickstarter, D&D t-shirts. Maybe that'll... D&D leak. Gizmodo citing a leaked draft. It was like quote retweeted by someone who works at Kickstarter because there was like some deal where if you worked with D&D through Kickstarter, they would take like 20% instead of 25. And the source, but I can send the vid that talked about the situation. Yeah, sure. Send that video that talks about that situation specifically. Gina Carano and Ben Shapiro's filmmaking relationship is going about as well as you'd expect. Is Ben Shapiro making films? Giving Inktober controversy. I have no idea what that is. Should I Google Inktober? The artists collected the work they made during Inktober and combined them into a book or zine. But after publication, these artists were told they could not use the word Inktober in the title of their own art books. Turns out Parker has trademarked the word Inktober. This is where the controversy began. Interesting.
There's something very special about the way entertainment companies are run. It feels like the people at the highest level are just these soulless husks in suits that don't even understand.
If the newest leak about the future of Dungeons and Dragons is to be believed, then D&D is at war with its community, creators, and player base. This video will cover everything that led up to this point and why creators are walking away from D&D entirely.
So this is
To
not going to
start
say
from
anything
the
about this
beginning,
t-shirt thing.
D&D had a huge surge of popularity in the mid to late 2010s for a multitude of reasons during the reign of 5th
Try to
edition.
leak sources.
This
Maybe...
drove more creators.
I'm just trying to see where they're getting the information. Did any of these mention that specific t-shirt thing? I hate that thing. That's lame as hell. What the fuck? He's tried for ages. What are we talking about? The Inktober thing? I don't fully understand the Inktober thing. I promise anonymity. It feels like not true. You're being used as a link for leaks, supposedly. I don't know if it was a t-shirt thing specifically, but I think it was someone selling their own merch from what I recall. Is it mentioned in these videos though, the thing? Because it doesn't make sense to me. God, they post a fucking lot. I'm not used to Twitter. Um, I DM'd you a tweet about it. Is it from this person? I don't. Okay, let me figure out how to find DMs. Okay, this is just a GIF. This is just a GIF of a gnome dancing. This is just a GIF of a gnome dancing. Thanks for being fucking useless. Basically, Inktober is the drawing event during a month of October where this guy came up with prompts for each day. For artists, it goes really popular, and after a while, he tried to monetize and started like threatening lawsuits against artist prints of their Inktober work because they were using. I've not read it yet, but it sounds like he came up with Inktober, and he's copywritten it, and then they used it in the title of the book. From that, but was it just because they were from the month, or was it because they used the word Inktober? That doesn't matter. This is not what I'm looking into right now. Okay, I guess I'll watch this video.
Understand what fun is.
Too,
I honestly
too
wouldn't
far.
be shocked to learn that half the CEOs of major entertainment brands have been lobotomized. Who remembers a couple years ago when EA tried to convince the world that their loot boxes aren't a greedy cash grab meant to squeeze as many doubloons out of their customers as possible. They were actually surprise mechanics meant to be fun. No, this isn't shady or unethical. They're fun surprise mechanics. Point I'm making is there's no shortage of delusional companies in the entertainment space. And now I think we have a winner for the most delusional company out there at the moment. Wizards of the Coast slash Hasbro. I'm going to put them together because it's still not super clear to me who's the one at the helm making these bafflingly awful decisions that are sinking their companies. So, Wizards of the Coast is responsible for a lot of things that you probably love. For example, me, Magic cards. While I'm not a huge Magic the Gathering player, like actively competing in like MTG Arena or anything like that, I did get very into collecting the cards. In fact, throughout all of 2016, I spent it trying to collect every masterpiece from the Kaladesh set. And I do have that finished, as well as Amonkhet as well. So I was a big collector of Magic the Gathering.
If you collect Magic the Gathering cards, you know that the whole point is you're wasting your fucking money, right? Like I feel like that's the whole thing. So we're not even playing Ultimate Chicken Horse. Let me change it to just chatting real quick. Oh god, I can't type.
And
I'm
a
watching
big
a
fan
Moist
of the
Critical.
property.
This is the first. I feel like this might be the first video I've ever seen of this guy.
So you can
But
imagine
I've seen like a TikTok or two of him. You know.
Imagine my surprise and disgust when I learned that last month, Wizards of the Coast pulled down its pants and planted their stinky ass in the face of every Magic the Gathering
Wait, you're telling me that Magic the Gathering tried to make money off these fucking cards?
fan. They announced the 30th anniversary set for Magic the Gathering. It was supposed to celebrate 30 years in the business. However, it was a complete
What they do with the new 30th anniversary set is mad greedy. That's like their whole fucking. I can't imagine going into Magic the Gathering and thinking, oh, these people aren't greedy at all. That's the first thing you think. The amount of fucking kinds of cards that are out there, it's insane. And they keep releasing brand new shit and it gets harder and harder. And then they add like the fucking invincible guys. And it's like, well, now you gotta fucking buy the new decks or else your old decks, you can't fucking win. I've played Magic the Gathering a little bit in high school. And I had old cards and everyone else had new cards, and there was no way I could win because there was things that I couldn't fuck with because my cards didn't work against them, you know? Like Magic the Gathering sucks ass. So if you think that it's gonna be good, it's never gonna be good. It's only gonna get worse. I don't get it.
fucking disaster for so
You need to battle with the normal cards. You can't even battle with the new cards and it costs. I think you probably can.
many reasons. This is a great video right here that goes over everything wrong with it, so I highly recommend
I'm sure they're usable. I'm sure that they have things on them that allow them to be used, the words and whatnot, but I'm sure that maybe they're not allowed in tournaments or something. No, you can't like legally with the rules. Yeah, they release those packs all the fucking time. They release packs that you can't use all the time. They've got multiple sets already that are not legally used in tournaments or whatever because they're joke cards. Like they've got whole sections of joke cards.
checking it out if you're curious.
That's like a Magic the Gathering staple. They're also releasing Doctor Who ones, which I'm sure you're not allowed to use in tournaments. You can still use it if you're playing.
But I'll break it down for you in a nutshell. Magic the Gathering, in their 30th anniversary set, announced that they'd be reprinting some of the most famous cards, you know, like the Black Lotus that I'm sure all of you have heard of before. However, this was a set that was priced at $1,000 per 4 packs. For 4 packs, you get randomized cards, so you don't even really get the cards you want, you're still gambling on them, for $1,000. So you could just get like actual fucking popsicle sticks in your pack, but you paid $1,000 for it. And not only that, none of the cards are legal. You can't use any of the cards. They're fake. You're paying for proxies. They're not real fucking cards. So you're paying $1,000 for 4 packs of randomized garbage, hoping that you get like one of the Power 9, and you can't even use them. It's a giant scam. Like, you're just getting hosed for money. It's extremely greedy.
Yeah, you're buying Magic the Gathering cards. I don't understand how you could expect any different. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to think that you're gonna get anything else but garbage if you buy Magic the Gathering cards. Sorry guys. Sorry guys.
It was a terrible celebration for 30 years because this was just them spitting in the community's face. Another slimy thing they did is they refused to allow local card shops to carry 30th anniversary packs. You could only get them directly from Wizards of the Coast. So it shut down card shops even being able to offer these.
Card shops can offer this super expensive garbage? Fuck! Fuck! What are we gonna do? How are we gonna buy this expensive garbage if we can't get it from the store? Damn it! Damn it!
There's a lot of other things that went
That
into
makes
it,
sense.
but this is just the glaringly obvious stuff because it's Wizards of the Coast just slapping the community.
Because
and
you
showing
don't get it. No, you're right. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
complete disrespect for them.
Oh,
And this was
fuck.
only one of two major fumbles they've had in the last month. Their big
Resonance iconic Iron Fist, thank you. I want my gold-plated dumpster deck. Yeah, and I want it in the store, and I want it now. But I hate it. I hate this stupid capitalist company, like all companies are, for trying to make profit off of 30 years of them selling things that are garbage to us. Why would they sell us bigger garbage after 30 years of selling us garbage? What is this? Doesn't
biggest
make
one
sense.
is what I'm actually here to talk about today.
You ever play Breath of the Wild, and after collecting 900 Koroks, you get a big golden piece of shit? That's capitalism.
Wizards of the Coast is behind Dungeons and Dragons, as I'm sure most of you know. Dungeons and Dragons is arguably one of the most popular brands ever. Dungeons and Dragons is something I'm sure everyone's heard of. Even if you don't play it, even if you joke about it, you call everyone a turbo nerd who plays it, doesn't matter, you've heard of it. It's an extremely recognizable name, and now Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are using it like a cum rag. They have just potentially ruined what made Dungeons and Dragons such a massive success. There's another great video going over this topic in detail, so I highly recommend checking this one out if you're curious as well. The links to both of these videos will be in the description. I just want to hit on the broad topic here and go over everything. So, Wizards of the Coast is targeting Dungeons and Dragons because they believe it is under monetized, which is of course scary for the communities that love these games. I've only done one full Dungeons and Dragons campaign and I had a great time doing it. Don't really want to talk about the GM behind the game. That was a whole can of worms that, we don't need to get into the weeds of. But the game itself, I really loved it, and I definitely understand people's passion for it. So the community's outrage here is warranted 100% because their idea completely shuts down pretty much everything that made this game so popular. So let me go ahead and put a bib on you as I feed you these vegetables. Hasbro's not doing so hot financially. They dropped 40% last year and they've had to cancel quite a few projects. And they started to realize, well, Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro started to realize that Dungeons and Dragons, being their biggest IP, isn't super well monetized when you look at the actual, nitty gritty of it. It's estimated that Dungeons and Dragons has pulled in about 1.3 billion. However, they've only seen around 100 to 150 million in revenue from D&D. So they're leaving a lot of money on the table and they're doing everything they can to get their hands on those extra schmeckles that they're not currently putting in their pocket. So they started turning their attention towards the community and speculating on how could they monetize that sector, because that's by far where most of the money is being generated. Something
Where's
like
the
Critical
point?
Role, which is the biggest stream on Twitch when it comes to the amount of money that it's bringing in, like subs and all of that. Critical Role is a third-party Dungeons and Dragons production that is their own custom experience and campaign that is so big that it even got its own Amazon Prime show. So there's a lot more like Critical Role, but they're by far the biggest. It's very much so that Dungeons and Dragons has the most success because of their open game license.
And who better to monetize than the people who create their own content better than them? This takes us to the open game license. For those who don't know, any Dungeons and Dragons content
they have,
that is
like,
created by anyone other than Wizards can
I don't understand why these guys make these videos. Like this guy, the first guy, the Critical Moist or whatever, the Penguin Zero, he's so monotone, and like I can do it for a while,
It's very much so that Dungeons and Dragons
but for the
has
whole
the most
15
success
minutes, I don't know,
because of their
12,
open
13
game
minutes
license.
And who better to monetize
And then this
than
guy
the people who create their own content?
sounds worse. Like, I don't. It goes over the source tweet, I promise.
better
Well,
than
good.
them. This takes us to the open game license. For those who don't know, any Dungeons and Dragons content that is created by anyone other than Wizards can only do so because of the open game license.
That guy's
A
worse, which is
document
nice.
that
It's nice. It's
effectively
nice to put them together. You know what I mean? I feel like there needs to be more inflection. They shouldn't be angry or happy about it. Whereas they both are very monotone. They sound like they're mad by the words they use, but
allows people to create
there's no
and
inflection
profit
or
off
anything.
of their own original Dungeons and Dragons content.
It's like they're
No
reading a
paperwork
script, but they
needed,
don't know how
no
to
need to pay anyone
act. You know what I mean?
royalties, just go for it.
I would argue that the open game license with Dungeons and Dragons is solely responsible for its massive explosion over the last decade because this Dungeons and Dragons content, the homebrew, all of these custom
It sounds like
campaigns
he's sick.
have been a massive success online.
Is there
And
something
now
wrong
you
with
can
his-
take that old
with
open
his
game
nose?
license and shove it right up your ass because it is worthless now. According to new
It sounds-
information,
it's very
as well
nasally.
as, again,
I'm
some
not mocking
unconfirmed
him.
leaks, but there is a lot of meat
Just a
behind
very
the
nasally- a very
authenticity of
nasally
it. There's
voice,
a lot
I feel
of things
like.
that suggest that this is accurate, and I'll get into that in a moment. According to these upcoming
he-
changes, all
is
of
he
that is
sad?
obsolete. So, three things that you're immediately going to have to do is you're going to have to agree to these new terms that are coming out. You're going to need a badge on your work, and you're going to need to report everything that you're selling using the Dungeons and Dragons property, as well as report all of your earnings, like 50
You
grand.
gotta get out of
plus
your
stuff
hater
like
arc. I don't
that.
think I'm ever
But
gonna get
that's
out of my
not
hater arc.
the worst of it at all. That's small potatoes compared to the bigger changes. So one major thing that is now 100% going into effect, as I understand it, is if any of these custom campaigns are making
does he understand it that
above
way?
$750,000 in a year, they are now going to be subject to royalties that will need to be paid to Wizards of the Coast. Now you might be hearing that number and being like, "Wow, that's a
I
lot."
don't understand how that's. I don't understand how that's how he understands it. Is 100%. Let's replay what he just said. That didn't make any sense to me. Russ has never liked anything ever in his life. I kind of hate
The
everything.
bigger changes. So one major thing that is now 100% going into effect, as
One major thing that is now 100% going into effect. We know that's not true because they've already announced that it's not.
I understand it,
And this is from a random leak. But yeah.
is if any of these custom campaigns are making above $750,000 in a year, they are now going to be subject to royalties that will need to be paid to Wizards of the Coast. Now you might be hearing that number
I don't think you can say 100% and as I understand it in the same sentence.
and being like, "Wow, that's a lot. That sounds reasonable. These are major players like Critical Role. I mean, they should be paying royalties." And you can debate that all night and day till the cows come home. That's fine. But it only gets more
3 days
brutal
ago.
from there and more suffocating. So it's not only just targeting the major big boys, it's kind of targeting everything, at least according to the leaks.
Russ, your
And
hate is,
mind
I'm not gonna watch this whole video and not say something because it's gonna be 12 minutes of just listening to this guy talk.
you, this
I don't
seems to
want
be applied retroactively. So anything that existed on the old open game license is now obsolete. That whole agreement is unauthorized.
Yesterday, January 4th, a journalist named Linda Codega stated that she received the new
Full text of the OGL from a reputable source. Doesn't. Okay, from a reputable source, the updated open gaming license is incredibly restrictive, demands community surveillance, and most importantly, renders the previous WUTC an unauthorized agreement.
OGL from a reputable, unnamed source. You will owe 25% on
Russ Reaction Live. That's what this is. That's what this is all. That's what I am. In this document, if
any money that you make that exceeds $750K. The leak also says that if you release on Kickstarter, you only have to pay 20%. which
Okay.
sounds strange, but the director of games at Kickstarter, John Ritter, retweeted the thread with the leak and said that
Interesting. Deciding to make real changes, so we felt that the best move was to advocate for creators, which we did. Managed to get lower percent plus more being discussed. No hidden benefits slash no financial kickback. Okay. So no, what you told me was that Wizards of the Coast sent this woman this as a threat, or this sorry, they use they them pronouns. They sent this person a threat about the stuff that they have on sale, which is not the case. They were sent this information from an undefined source, and they were not threatened. Did say the source was confirmed. It's a yeah, that source is confirmed, but that's not what you said originally. You said that they were threatened. I meant the source was confirmed, but you said that I'd have to go. We could scroll back up. I don't know if it's still there for me. The person who said they sent it to them to let them know that they would owe the company money if they kept selling their own hand-drawn D&D t-shirts like they were. I can remember if it was someone selling merch or someone just talked about merch. Did you swear on the Bible? The way that you had said it originally made it sound like D&D sent them an email with the OGL saying we're gonna fuck you. You know what I mean? Russ, Wizard of the Coast apologist, shake my head. I'm not. But I knew that they wouldn't have sent them this OGL because it's not even a thing yet. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy for them to have sent them this thing saying, "Hey, by the way, we're fucking you over." Just this one person. It wouldn't make any sense. Well, they did send the OGL as a heads up, but not as a threat. No. Wizards of the Coast didn't. Somebody sent them. We don't know who. And I've got a feeling it wasn't Wizards of the Coast that sent them this thing. Somebody sent them this thing. But with the Wizards of the Coast, the OGL is real. We know that. The point that I was confused by earlier was that it sounded like Wizards of the Coast sent them this thing threatening them, and that's not what happened. Somebody else sent them this thing. So how'd they know about it? Well, someone leaked it, obviously, or the OGL would have gone through. Yeah, the OGL was leaked. That's for certain. It wasn't that Wizards of the Coast was threatening this person, is my point. Somebody else sent it to this person as a heads up. When the first thing you said made it seem like Wizards of the Coast was just sending this to people that are making D&D shift to threaten them, which is not the case. Yes, great. The OGL was bad. The new OGL that they're making is bad. But they weren't threatening this random content creator. That was somebody else sent that content creator the information, the OGL, and then it leaked from there. Okay, so why are you mad? Why am I mad? I don't think I am mad. I want to know if it's a parent company that sent the email or something. A parent company? I think it was probably someone who's read it at Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast and like, oh, this is fucked. But it wasn't the company sending it to threaten. I think it was somebody trying to fuck with the OGL because it was bad, most likely. I got who tweeted about it wrong, my bad. No, you didn't get who was tweeted about it wrong. What it seemed like was you were saying the person that tweeted about it said that they were threatened by Wizards of the Coast, which was confusing to me because why would Wizards of the Coast send the OGL to somebody to threaten them instead of just doing the OGL. You know what I mean? But what happened was someone unconnected that we know of to Wizards of the Coast sent the OGL. It's a reliable source. Give me the reliable source. Oh my lord. Yeah. Listen,
Starter John Ritter
you need the
retweeted
reliable
the thread
source.
with the leak
Because if you don't
and
have a source, then you don't have anything. You know what I mean? You're sentenced to being a little wrong about something, and the sentence is dead. I'm not mad at Lukai at all. I said they got an OGL from someone saying, "Hey, bullshit is gonna happen," and then they leaked it. The first thing, a Velma ad. Is there gonna be a Velma show? Okay, hi, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm waiting for this ad. Yeah, it doesn't look great, but a lot of people who hate woke shit are making it out like it's the worst show on TV. Oh, there's a Velma. It's a Velma TV show. I haven't even heard about it. HBO. I don't think I have eight. I don't think. Is HBO Disney? No, probably not. He says he's not mad at. He's not mad at you, Drew. He just doesn't care about you. I did not say that. Drew's gonna believe you. She's lesbian. Also, she's not white. Well, Velma's always been a lesbian. I don't think I have any. I think maybe Crave was HBO Max, and I don't have Crave anymore. Fuck. I wish Shaggy wasn't explicitly a stoner now. I liked when he was just a fucking weirdo with stoner tendencies. I like that too. I like it when they kind of don't. When they kind of just hide it. You remember in High School Musical when they say those are the skater kids, and it's clearly all those kids are high. I like that kind of thing, where it's not explicitly said, but you know. Great. It's not about the show being woke. It's about the show being super corny and lame. Oh, like oh. Did you say Scooby Doo? Did you just say Scooby Doo, Mika? The corniest fucking show. What are you talking about? Let Shaggy be a weirdo. We all know. Shaggy and his dog get high. That's what the van's for. After the baseball song, they switch shirts. Yeah, that's a different kind of. I'm talking about Stoner specifically, but there is also that. Scooby Doo, corny and lame. Why I never. That's not what Scooby Doo is known for. And I would have gotten away with 2 if it weren't for you meddling kids. That's fucking lame as fuck. They all say that. They made a racist against white Fred. She hates white people. Ugh. No, it's like it wants to be funny on a meta level so bad. So there's like very wrong opinions. Also weird that Fred is rich now. Weird. Has Fred not always been rich? Maybe they just didn't show it in the show, but he looked rich. You know what I mean? You can't be racist against white people. Yeah, you can. Velma's racist against white people, Benzie. Think about it. It doesn't look good, but there's like anti-woke opinions, and they are making it sound like very bad. I thought he was always rich. He wears an ascot. He's either rich or queer, and I don't know which one. But I'm pretty sure he's rich, and he wears He wears. I feel like you see his dad at some point, but maybe that's in a one after the. Where are you, Scooby Doo, or whatever the fuck. He's a boat golf boy. Yeah, he's a boat golf boy. He's never explicitly been rich. Yeah, I'm sure that like his money doesn't show, because they all live in a van together and smoke weed. Glenn Howard, I have no idea who that is. He's rich coded, yeah. I think that's the thing about Scooby Doo is they're all coded, and they're not explicitly what they are, but they're all coded the way that they are. You don't need it, you don't need to show. Upper middle class is the most they've shown. There's no middle class. What are you talking about? And queer coded. They're all queer coded. I don't know if they're all queer coded. I haven't watched Scooby Doo in a while. I feel like Fred's straight, even though he wears an ascot. I don't see Fred as anything but straight, personally. I've never been explicitly queer, yet here I am. Exactly. Let the Scooby Gang be coded. In my mind, Daphne's always been the rich one. Ooh, that's a good point. Daphne's most definitely also rich, but I think they both are. Maybe Fred tries to be. I think maybe Daphne's rich and Fred kind of hams it up, and that's why he wears an ascot. He wants to look rich for her. You just said he was gay. I said he was either rich or gay, and I think he's pretending to be rich, and I don't think he's gay. I thought they both were rich. I mean, they could be. I don't know. Scooby do that well, but what I saw of the trailers, it looks very annoying, but I have no interest in it anyway. So if you like it, go ahead. Straight men do not wear bright orange ascots. So neither? Wow. I don't know, guys. I think he's wearing the ascot to look rich to Daphne. I really don't think Fred is anything but straight. He's always felt very straight to me. I think he's straight pretending to be rich. No, I didn't say I said he was rich and gay. I said that he could be rich or gay, but I think he's neither. I think he's pretending to be rich. You did. I never said he was rich and gay. I said he was either or, and I think he's rich based on the way he's. You said he's either, but he's neither. Exactly. Yeah, that is something I said. You faking being straight because internal homophobia. That could be it. I think he's pretending to be. I think the outfit he wears makes him either or, and I think he's just pretending to be rich, and he is straight. I agree with your pretending to be rich, Reed, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the way he looks makes him seem like he is either gay or rich, and the reason he looks rich is because he's pretending to be rich. That's why he only has one, because it's his one rich outfit. Yeah. And then everyone else also has one outfit, and it's not the same thing. There's a different reason. Rich bitch bimbo. Is that all Fred? Fred, rich skin. Yeah, it's Fred's rich skin. He's got rich skin, you know? That sounds like it could be like about the food. Anyway,
said that Kickstarter was contacted after Wizards decided to make OGL changes.
So this is where the information's coming from. This is where the leak all started. Now, I think there is a lot of merit behind this being a very real possibility, considering that a higher up at Kickstarter retweeted this document, as well as giving more insight that Wizards of the Coast did contact them about that 20%
so
share.
bad.
So that feels like this is something that they're strongly considering implementing sometime relatively soon. Now let's get to the change that is by far the scariest one for the community. In here it says one of the caveats is the company can modify or terminate this agreement.
I don't hate either Germa or Charlie.
Any reason whatsoever, provided we give 30 days notice. So what does this mean? Well, a lot of you may have found 750K to be
I don't hate Charlie. I just think some of his opinions are bad.
reasonable. Like, okay, that's a lot of money. They can take some royalties on it. That's fine. But with this in here, it's them saying, okay, it doesn't really have to be 750K. As long as we give you 30 days notice, we can come swoop in and like terminate this whenever we want. Or they can modify it whenever they feel like it. Like, hey, Junior, I saw you and your high school theater troupe was running this YouTube channel for a
Listen, guys, he is monotone. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. And it's fine to be. I don't hate Charlie. I'm not mad at Luke. I all lines. I don't. I've seen other things like little clips. In little clips of him I've really enjoyed, like on TikTok. I just don't think I can. It's just not my thing. He's just not my guy. All right.
D&D custom campaign. You guys made like what, $3,000 in ad revenue over the last year?
I'm glad these two are next to each other because they both sound bad. The thing is, no, let me explain that. There was this other clip of this guy that he was showing, and the other guy sounded so much worse. So it was a nice there's a contrast between the two people, which was nice.
Hasbro's really fucking sinking down the shit right now.
He is very nasally. I don't know if there's maybe it's a little blocked up. I don't know.
Now we're down another 40% this year, so I think we're gonna come take some royalties on that.
Because it feels like he's talking,
just, giving
like,
you a heads up.
in here.
Like
you know
they
what I
can
mean?
now just continuously change
Like in
things
this little
as
block
long as they
behind
give you
your
that
nose?
notice. There's just no security. There's no stability for anyone that is making these third-party D&D, this content, anything like that. It's just a very scary area for it to be in right now. And if all
He's
of these
sometimes a
leaks
bit
are
of a
accurate,
normie centrist, but generally he's pretty chill. What does that mean? I like when Charlie showed the drawing of his dad. Russ, what's Charlie and Germa cook?
if all of these changes do
I'm not
come
gonna do
true,
that.
I absolutely could envision this being the end of Dungeons and Dragons, because no one's just playing vanilla Dungeons and Dragons, not to the level
See, here
that
we
people
go.
are doing
This
these
is the anger
third-party
he should
stuff
have
in
the
their own
whole
custom
video.
adventures.
Maybe it's a problem with me.
So, like, if that element is gone, most people are just not gonna really play.
All of a sudden he got angry and I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like vocally, like louder and angrier. You know what I mean?
You know how many new people Critical Role brought to Dungeons and Dragons? An incalculable amount. That's how probably the majority of people have found it more recently.
Doesn't
Things
mean
like
they have
Critical
an
Role
issue.
and the other big players in the space. So if they can no longer flourish, well, you're going to lose a lot of potential players or a lot of existing community members. They'll go somewhere else. They'll start their own stuff in a less restrictive environment. It is absolutely a potential community killer here. They've made an enemy out of the people that use their property. The people that are the biggest fans, they have now vilified. And I don't see how they could possibly view this as a positive change that'll end up making them more money. That 100 to 150 mil that they're making right now, should all this go through, I think gets slapped in half. Like, I don't see them making money on it. Of course, I could be very wrong. I'm not the most savvy businessman in the world, but this is like, if you're gonna kill the community, who the fuck's gonna be buying shit from D&D if there's no longer a flourishing community to support it? So it's just a nonsensical, greedy change. And if you want more information on it, again, this video goes into more detail about all of it. And there's a lot of content and topics talking about all of it because it's such a big deal. So yeah, again, none of it's fully confirmed, but there is a lot to suggest that this could be right around the corner. And I wanted to talk about it because I think this is probably the most delusional company move I've seen since Tumblr banned porn. I don't know what they're thinking here. The greed is getting the best of their brains, and they're making rash, terrible choices. So yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit, and that's about it. So yeah.
All right, thanks. Yeah, something about the tweet. Yeah, the tweet was brought up, and it was very confusing. First wanted the source, and I gave it to him. Yeah, I needed the source. I needed the source, and then we talked about Scooby Doo. What was the score? I have no idea. My controller turned off. That's how long we were. I'm not hearing the music. We're gonna reopen the game. The score was like 2, I think. I think I was 2-0. How long was the break? Just then? Maybe like an hour? 40 minutes, maybe? It was a long time, that's for sure. We got sidetracked. Listen, D&D is really important to me. And so is Scooby-Doo. Oh, they already chose the raccoon. They kicked me, dickhead. Oh, I need to start my timer again. Start the timer. Start the timer. Start the timer, Russell. Idiot. Start. Options. Video. God. It's impossible to get into a public game. Why didn't you try to send me a job listing for a church video editor? You could do that. Why not? Do it. Got your stream note of an hour and 7 minutes ago, then 42 minutes of chicken hour. Indeed, homophobic. I mean 22. Yeah. Yeah, I mean there was a lot of time. There was a lot of time spent on D&D. It's important. D&D is important. So 45 minutes? Yeah, so like an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. I was right. It says remote, but the first line of the listing says you have to live in Illinois. Pick one. I would never edit for the church. Listen, money's money, guys. Indeed homophobic. It might not be a homophobic church. We don't know. We don't know what church it is. Look up, do they have a website? If they want a video done, you'd think they'd have a website. Man, I did not trust going through there, and I let the bunny go first like an idiot. Come on, Snake. Edit out the homophobia. Guys, it might not be a homophobic church. We don't know. Can you send us a link to the church so we can just do a little research? What church is it? And is it a Christian church? Do other religions call it a church? I bet they do. I bet some cults call it a church. Money is Money, YouTube channel that makes those videos like top 5 scariest cave diver stories. Reached out to me, but then they were like... Sorry, I got distracted because the game was going. Reached out to me, but then they were like, put me in a group chat with the manager and have not responded for a day, so I don't know what to do about that. What church? I don't know, let me see. Yeah. I found this crazy religious website the other day. Tell me about it. Let's talk about religion now, guys. Oh, fuck, I didn't change from just chatting. Can someone change it? Can someone change those things for me? We've got a bunch of mods in the chat. Creative church marketing. That's what they were called. That's the church's name. Okay, what you've just done is you've changed it to just chatting. Do you understand? Well, jokes, yeah. I'm sure that was just a joke you had planned. Boy, oh boy. You guys, lots of shit happening in that chat now. Development Chicken Hour Religious Edition. That's edition is E. That's addition. Like you are adding something. There's a religious edition. We have added Christ. We are adding it to the hour. Yeah. Okay. That's most definitely not what you meant to do. Oh no. No, there's only 2 people. Religion added to the chicken hour. Yeah, anyway, let's keep talking about religion. What do we got? Gray, did you get the... Is the church just not a real church? I keep getting the command wrong. Yeah, I don't. It's been a long time since we've had to really use commands. I don't know what church I'm reading the ad. Okay. Put it over there so we can make it to the end, bud. What are you doing? There you go. There you go. Ooh, that's possible. Maybe. Maybe. If the timing's right, it won't be. But if the timing got right. Oh, the sticky shit counts on the side. Did not know that. Weekly tasks. Clip/trim up sermons from pastors. To build short 30 to 90 second sermon clips for pastors and church leaders? You're making church TikToks? Responsibilities include clipping up sermons to find the best bite-sized pieces, add captions to those clips, add a creative flair to them. You're making a church TikTok. That's fucking sick, dude. That's rad as hell. I was homegrown Catholic went through the dump water and everything. I went through dump water as well. Not Catholic though, just like some sort of Christian, I don't know. It was really chill about not crying though. Oh, ha, 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 ha. About not crying too. What do you mean? No church site. Russ, please say I want a church girl that go to church and read the Bible. Can you add pride and gay rights to the sermon? Yeah. Add a Photoshop in like a pride flag behind him. I wish, but I don't live in Illinois. Sad. You should apply for it anyway. See what you can do. See if you can get in. Like when I was dunked in the water. Oh. Were you dunked in the water late? Or was it like video or something? I feel like you get dunked in the water as a baby, right? I accidentally threw my phone across the room. Sorry guys, that's fine. Can you dub over the pastor and make it woke? Yeah, yeah. Or make it really bad. Fuck. Yeah, I was a baby. Oh. Great, can you spread the LGBT agenda? Really quiet. Make YouTube poops of the sermon. That could be good. Do that. I bet they'd really appreciate that. What's going on? Why am I doing worse than this bunny? Am I still winning? No. We're tied. Cannot have that. Rocket at the end. That's really gonna fuck shit up, to be honest. Coin's an interesting choice. Oh, he got a rocket too. Shit. Thank God, thank God. Can you make Jesus say penis? I don't think Jesus is in the sermon. Weirdly enough. I don't think that guy usually shows up. God, I want those coins. I want those coins. Good. Bitch. They just fucking ended the game because they were losing. And now they've changed it to a garbage mode. What an asshole. That sucks. He was to be freaking nuts. Jesus body double. That's what the editing is for. Make Jesus be real. Sad. The last time I had to sit right in front of a painting of baby Jesus, people like eye level while everyone else was crying. What? Can I make Jesus real again? It was an experience. Why would everyone be crying in church? Did somebody die? Was it a funeral? Was it a wedding? What was going on? Back at it with some Ultimate Chicken Horse, I see. I sure am, Joey. We're back in it. I want to make those videos that's like 5 real sightings of Jesus' return. Yeah. Oh, at a funeral, forgot that part. Yeah, that's important. That's an important distinction. People fucking love crying in churches. I don't know. When I was a kid and I was forced to go to church, I don't remember that many people crying. And I must have didn't go to many funerals. I think I've been to like 3. Maybe just 2. But only one of them was at a church. Russ, will you continue with some just chatting after the hour? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Brittany's coming home with groceries and I might go help, but I don't know when that will be. I cried at my church. Sorry. Where was I? Yeah, that's where I was. I cried at my church, but that's because they were fucking scaring me. My family mostly went to kind of good churches. So I didn't really have that issue. My brothers and I made a game to play in church. It was fun until someone didn't give us the bread for playing it in the service. That's interesting. Oh well, you played like a child. You had fun like a child would in a church. So sorry, Jesus doesn't want you to have his bread. I don't know what the bread. It's because Jesus made bread, right? So they give you bread. Is that the rule? That feels fucked. Jesus would give bread to anybody. So that doesn't make any sense. I cried at one, but that's because I was fucking bored. I'm sure as a baby I cried in church. One time, speaking of church, we used to go to a summer camp. That was like a church summer camp. But it wasn't like super Christian. It was like a fun time. Kids had fun. We played games. They didn't really talk about Jesus unless it was like right before dinner. And I had a fun time when I was a kid. Anyway, everyone got really, really, really sick because there was something in the air. So everyone got sick. I don't remember what it was, but we were like straight next to the ocean and something happened. I don't know. But everyone got really, really sick and it was a talent show. And I was behind backstage. I was going to do my talent. And everyone started throwing up and they canceled it. The talent show. And I didn't get to do my talent on stage. And that could be why I'm here now. I don't know. That could be, it could be connected. But essentially everyone got sick except for me until we had to catch a ferry to go home because I live on an island. And then when we got home, our bus came to the church and then I threw up on the steps of the church. And I'm sure I've told this story before on here. Did your talent now? I don't know if I can. It wasn't like a good talent. I was a child. I could scratch my ear with my foot like a dog. And that was my talent. I don't think my legs do that now. And also I wouldn't want to show you guys like I'm wearing shorts right now, so it'd be like you'd see my hairy legs. I haven't shaved, guys. I don't know. It's a godly talent. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I'm old now. I'm old and long, you know? It's not really an option. Russ talent is dog scratch. Yeah. Yeah. Not that any of the kids had good talents, you know? I'd say I was up there in the talents of the group, but I didn't get to do it. Instead, everyone got sick and I threw up at the on the church. Where do we want this to go? Right here, why not? I threw up in a church and Jesus still hasn't forgiven me. I think Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible told me so. That's a song. That's a song and I for sure remember all the words and not just those ones. Oh, then they go, na 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 na. That's the next bit. Everyone throwing up sounds way more fun than that actually. No, I don't think it was fun. I don't think anyone was having a good time. It was a bunch of, you know, teenage / 20-year-old camp counselors dealing with fucking, I don't know, 30 or 40 sick kids. I can't imagine that was fun for anybody involved. Probably sucked. Lamb of God, you take away my sins of the world, have mercy on us. Is that from that song? I don't know if I know that one. Those arrows might cause a bit of a problem. I like that we put black holes on the bottom of these. Fuck. Fuck. Rush, you're crushing it. Only sort of. I can't think of any songs from church. I guess they were all lame. Nah, some church songs were good. Like, oh, where is my hairbrush? You know that one? That counts as a church song, right? It's the only song I remember. Interesting. Once when I was really young at a family reunion, my parents made me go to church to make the family think we were a good Christian family, and I had to go to like the daycare room with the other kids, and they all bullied me for not knowing the Bible verses, and I cried. I never learned Bible verses as a young Christian boy, so that's interesting. Oh yeah, that fox. Help. I fucking loved VeggieTales though. I could talk about VeggieTales all day. I bet I could There's probably a few VeggieTale songs I could sing still. I imagine if I like were playing the music along, I could probably get it. That shit bopped. Kind of shit that all those people got canceled for their sins against humanity, though. Churches ruin lives. Churches are, yeah, there's a lot of churches that are bad. Christianity as a whole is probably more bad than good, for sure. That's what I would say. That's kind of my hot take on religion. My parents baptized me against my will as a wee baby, and so that means I can do whatever the fuck I want, and Jesus has to forgive me. Yeah, that's what that means. Church and pedopastors is too worrying. There's a lot of that. But it's like, you know, the same as like politicians and shit. I think anyone with power is bad. You know? That's really what it boils down to. Anybody with power is a bad person. Religion, I guess, but church is another thing. Absolutely, yeah. The Jehovah's Witness Church. Ooh, that's a cult. In like Norway, I think, lost its like religion exemption for taxes. Because they redeemed a hate group and a cult. Good. Jehovah's Witness is a type of Christian that is never good. You know? There's some types of Christians that can be good, and that's most definitely not one of them. Get fucked, Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah. It's a cult. It's not even a religion. Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this, I'm assuming on Twitch. I've talked about religion a lot, I feel like. A lot more than a content creator should. But I don't know, just be truthful, you know? Don't lie. Just like say what you believe. Nah, fuck it. My mom is Christian though. My mom is Christian, she's a good person. But I know that also Christians fucking suck. Because, you know, genocide and stuff like that. Russ is a religion-based content creator, actually, yeah. We love that you're so honest. It helps our parasocial status. Yeah. Gray and I are strictly parasocial. Fuck. We were so close. Yeah, anyway, some Christians are fine, but most of them suck. I'm getting married in a Christian church because it's cheap. So, you know I don't hate Christians. Jeff and my ad blocker. Wait, hell, monkey noises. I was trying... I can't see what I'm typing. Did they just give up again? Nobody won that, right? They just ended the game. Right? That wasn't the end, right? I didn't pay attention, but I feel like nobody won that and that they just ended the game. What cowards? You know, there's a church around us where a bunch of kids were... And so people put ribbons on the fences and gates and acknowledged those kids, so the church took down all the ribbons and locked them in a clear box in the corner, which is fucked. That seems very strange. I'm AFK for a bit, and then I will be back to tell a story of my local church. Thank you for highlighting that message, Mika, just in case I missed it. I miss them sometimes. Sorry, my ad blocker turned on and hid the chat, so I couldn't see it. It was all blank. These people you're playing with are so lame. Yeah, we're not finding good groups, that's for sure. Ad blocker does the opposite of its job. I don't think I even have ad blocker anymore. I don't watch YouTube anymore, so I feel like ad blocker's kind of obsolete at this point. Because I only ever used it on YouTube. Oh, we're both green. Wait, I chose this? I've never chosen the chameleon in my life. I'm back as an ex-JW who hates most of Christianity. I know like two really nice, lovely Christians who actually do like the good shit that Christians are supposed to do. Yeah. My mom does that. My mom's a good person. Chat deemed ad. Oh, because you all subscribe to HelloFresh. Here are the ads. Everyone should subscribe to HelloFresh. If you use my unique code and you create a new account and use my unique code, not only do you get 21 free meals or something, but you also push me closer to my goal of 12 subscribers. And if I get all 12, I'm going to get a HelloFresh tattoo, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I don't know if HelloFresh would be okay with that, but that's true. I'll get a HelloFresh tattoo. I don't care. But also I get a buttload of money, which would be nice for me. I don't have a job right now. I need that sponsorship money. Everyone, oh yeah, it's also in America only. Forgot about that small stipulation. It is only in the United States of America. That's such a bummer because on my screen we were in the same place, so we should have both been hit. I've never met a genuinely nice Christian IRL, and that makes me sad. I feel like in America they're a lot harder to find. Because it's so easy to be a nice person, but most of them are like, oh, I can be a bigot and be praised? Sign me up. That's the thing, is they choose Christianity and then choose to be bad people, and they use Christianity as an excuse to be that bad person. But, you know, excuses. That's kind of like what America's for, you know? Ooh, he didn't go up. Dangerous choice. Get fucked. HelloFresh loves tattoos. I've only met the super nice until I find out you're gay and then call you slurs behind your back, Christian. Yeah, I feel like those are pretty common. Pretty common Christians. Oh fuck, they put that there. Don't like that at all, actually. Fuck. Question is, are they good at jumping? No. Fuck, I'm not good at jumping. No. Ah, bummer. But look, I'm not leaving because I'm not a fucking coward. I'll take my loss. I love that. He's rad as fuck. Thing is, I know he's not good at the game, so it's a real bummer that he's the one that got that. Put in a good word on the name Christians. Oh. The only nice Christian I've ever met is a weed dealer whose name is Christian. I don't think that counts. I'm rooting for him, not you. Well, sadly, this bird has stopped playing the fucking game. God damn. I was hoping they were gone. Why would you put that there? I don't want you to put that there. This is good. This is good. Just need to win one more time. Where's the other portal? Where did he put the other one? Oh, it's right there. Not worth it if we're both making it. Oh shit, but it's gonna pop me back. God, the portals suck. The portals suck so much. Damn. That portal counts as a trap? That sucks. I'm reading for you. I'm watching Jeopardy and calling all the contestants and nerds for every question they get right. That's a fun little game. Can't believe he won. It's because of the 3 coins. I shouldn't have placed coins. It's really my fault. I'm to blame. I'm the only one to blame. I don't really want to just play with you, bird, but we've only got 12 minutes left. What's the score, Russ? I think it's 3-1. I don't know. We've not really been keeping track. We got distracted. I think it's 3-1. Something like that. think we've abandoned the score. Yeah, this one's more for fun. This is a for fun ultimate chicken hour. Somebody's got to get that up there at some point here. Ooh, a bunny toot. All right. Make sure to put that in the title when you upload. I put the score in the description. Oh, he's disconnected. Well, we'll count that one as a win. 4-1. Other serious Ultimate Chicken Hour fans, no, this one's just for goofs. Jump strength, okay, though they've changed a little bit of the rules, but not so many that it's a problem for me. Guess it's just you and me, chameleon. Guess it's just you and me. Thanks. That'll help actually. That way I don't have to change the title when I export, you know. It probably will just go with whatever it was originally. But we'll see. There's a coin here. Wow. That was a powerful sneeze, guys. All right. Good game, chameleon. Holy moly. Bless you. Thanks, I guess. Very religious of you. Oh, they left. They quit. All right, that's another round for the boys. That's what was it? Now it's 5-1. Goof hour 5-1. Holy shit, dude. I've been sneezing a lot lately. Me too. I don't know why even. But it's been immense. I'm gonna go rooftops. You gotta stop changing. The title does not need to be changed that much. I know it's in the air, but my nose has been itching like crazy. I can't stop sneezing. Making it accurate. We're all allergic to the same thing, clearly. That's the only answer. That could be the answer, but I don't know what it is. It's not like spring yet. It's not like it's a bunch of pollen in the air or something. It's still winter. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, we got a full party. And Jesus is here twice. Weird. It's Russ's intolerance of Germa and Charlie, but they're not here right now, Benzie. I'm allergic to your nonsense. That could be it. Hey, Jesus? Hurry up, bud. Jesus, please. Do you think that's really Jesus? Do you think he heard the shit I was talking? I didn't mean it, Jesus. I think Charlie's fine. Always be first. You never know when someone is going to kill themselves. He heard us talking shit and he's here to smite our asses. Oh look, Jesus got one. Do you think their name's Jesus 2011 because they think Jesus was reborn in 2011, or do you think they were born in 2011? And their name is Jesus. Probably is Jesus. He has a Facebook group of mothers. I don't know what that means or how that makes him Jesus specifically. Fuck. I didn't know there was 2 arrows. There goes my body. There goes my body. Oh, it's fucking easy too. They can make it. They can make it for sure. Come on, Jesus apps. Select a bunch of moms to become a Jesus. I guess so. Maybe it's Jesus. It could be. Could be. We'll never know, I don't think, is the issue. I want to move these. Oh, but they put them in places that I can't. Oh, fuck. I thought that was placed. Damn it. They've tricked me. They've tricked me. Now my thing is useless. How could they do that to me? You can't do this to me. Fucking, I can't do this. Not today. Not today. That's nice. That's real nice. I hate it when they just waste time, you know? This is the ultimate chicken hour, guys. We can't just waste time like that. I don't know, dude. That's not gonna do anything. There's nothing I can do. I've lost. This is it. This is it. There's nothing up. Don't do that. Don't do that, chicken. Don't make me look even worse by adding more to my mistake. Oh, there we go. Fuck. My plan didn't work. You got 5 minutes to wipe the floor with these nerds. No, it's too late. It's too late. Making everyone touch my ear and I have sound canceling headphones on and it scared me so bad I almost peed. That sounds like you did pee. Can you prove that you didn't? Lamsut. Lamsut? Pisser. Pisser. Stop fish shaming, bro. Yeah, I'll send you a pic. What? Don't send me a pic of your piss. Pee pee pants. That's right. That's right. I'm not piss shaming, Benzie. Gray didn't pee. Couldn't be. I couldn't be piss shaming. I sent you proof. I'm not gonna look. Pick. Yeah, I don't really want to see your piss in your pants. Oh, thanks for the helmet, guys. That's really nice of you. Well, I was first, but nobody died. If you don't look, then there's no proof. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see the proof. I want to live in ignorance about the piss in your pants. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. That's sick. You're a sicko. Say it. Say what? That I don't want to see your fucking piss? Sorry, I don't. We don't want to see your pee, bro. Exactly. Fuck. I'm the only one that got hit by it. God damn it. It always sucks when I'm the only one that dies. There's no piss. Yeah, okay. See that clip of Prince Harry's audiobook with his dick talk? He called it his Todger. Don't remind me. No, I've not seen that. Y'all look at weird shit. I'll be honest. This is all on you. Why would you... How would you see... Why would you know? Why would you... Did you... Was that on TikTok? I'm not really into the royals of England, alright? It's not really like my thing. That was first that time. Sending it to the Discord. Yeah, weird shit we're looking at right now. Yeah, I am. And also, like, whatever our things are he puts on his peen, he's like, it smelled like my mom, Princess Diana. It's like she was in me room with me. I put it on my torture. I put it on my torture. What does he sound like? Probably not that. That most definitely was not an English accent. I put it on my torture. It's a lot. It's closer to... What is... I don't know if I've ever heard anyone in the royal family speak. Now that I think about it. Did I make it? Fuck, I thought it was a sheep. I put it on my torture. It smells like me mum. That's like Scottish. Scottish is the only one I can do. That's not true. That's not true. Scottish is the easiest one to do. I feel like I hear a lot of Scottish accents, and I like them more than I like English accents. Oh shit, I forgot to turn this timer off before the... Now I gotta hear this stupid timer, jeez Louise. The queen sounds like an old lady screaming, because she's burning in hell right now. Loud as fuck, yeah I know, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Usually I turn it off before then. Fuck. Got bald. Got reckoned bald. So glad I don't have headphones. I have headphones. It wasn't that bad. Alright? Everyone needs to chill. Okay? What's the, okay. God. They're doing good. They're better than me, alright? They're better than me, that's all I can say. This is the last game. Did they cut down how many points we fucking get? I've just noticed. This game should be fucking over by now. They made it... Did they make it impossible? Yeah, I think they fucking did. Fucking assholes. I was so close. I actually made it to the end. I was about to get points. I don't think you can make it over the end there. So... I'm making it possible. I don't think that made it possible. The horse is a twat. He's just trying to draw it through to the end. Okay. 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 I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I couldn't wait around. I had to move. The ice, the ice. Thank God. Watch where that rocket goes. On the ice shelf. Alright. I'm going for that rocket. I think I can make it. Okay, now you're the last one. We all watched where it went. I'm not gonna risk. I'm not gonna risk it. I've changed my mind. I don't know if that's gonna go well. Thank God. Alright, now just wait for fucking Jesus again. It's a slow guy.